Hello, I'm Jeremy Lord, and I'll be presenting the market analysis for the off-campus student group. The company that we chose is Varian Medical Systems, headquartered in Palo Alto, California. It's originally established in 1949 as Varian Systems. Later, they've transferred into several offshoot companies. The one that we're focusing on is Varian Medical Systems. They produce products related to oncology, as far as both integrated software and treatment systems, X-ray technologies of various sources, and cargo screening. Currently, they employ over 5,000 people throughout the world, and as of 2012, they brought in $2.8 billion in revenue and posted earnings of almost $600 million. Right now, they're established themselves as the industry leader in production of cancer treatment systems. The goal is to stay there, to continue to be the leader in both production and development of new technologies for both X-ray systems, for medical purposes, and for industrial screening applications. As far as oncology, like I've already touched on slightly, both treatment delivery and software systems that are used in the treatment of cancer patients. X-rays produce both medical and industrial tubes, and are a leader in the new field, or relatively new field, of digital radiography. Security and inspection. These include industrial scanning inspection services, and the large flat panel detectors that are used in many of our ports, provide security in our port regions. As far as the X-ray line, that's what we'll focus our efforts on here. Their mission statement in that field is to be the unquestioned worldwide leader in X-ray tubes by achieving superior quality and customer satisfaction. And from the research in this product line, we'll see later that they are doing a fairly good job at both being the worldwide leader and their customer satisfaction. As far as X-ray product lines go, they make over 400 types. They can be either medical, and those are going to be immediate delivery, are going to be there to replace existing X-ray tubes and existing systems, or a custom design to meet the needs of the customer. Industrial tubes are the ones that are going to be used for non-destructive testing, used in a lot of different manufacturing industries, and then security, as we talked about, the portal monitors. Digital radiography, that's what we're talking with the flat panel image detectors, with Varian being one of the forerunners on that technology. The industry as a whole covers about $3 billion in the United States alone. And what's really driving the market trends for this are the technological advancements. The shift from film X-rays to digital X-rays. However, that comes at a cost. It's a very expensive process to shift from one to the other. The other big thing that's driving this, the largest population in the United States currently is the baby boomer generation. They're also the most likely group to seek out diagnostic imaging for medical purposes. In the relatively large and mature market of X-ray imaging, Varian stands out for a variety of reasons, both its long history and its X-ray innovation. Several patents have been given, with still more pending. Last year, Varian acquired Infinimed, a company which offered hardware and software for processing of digital X-ray images. And now Varian is able to offer the whole integrated package, from high-quality X-ray tubes to touchscreen software to share and store patient images and medical files. Their X-ray line is paired with cutting-edge products for oncology, such as radiation therapies that excel at that excel at targeting the cancerous tissue, adding to the demand for overall awareness for the Varian brand. And building off of these strengths, we've considered the internal strengths and weaknesses of Varian Medical, continuing with our focus on the X-ray products market. We'll focus on external factors and increase detail in future presentations. To complete our analysis, we've also identified opportunities and threats for Varian. So looking at each of the topics in further detail, many of the differentiating features previously mentioned are strengths for Varian, such as their strong research and development in California, its history in the field and in digital X-ray imaging, and its newly integrated imaging systems that it's offering would likely be very attractive for a range of medical and dental practices. The innovative patents held by Varian include technologies to image the human heart fast enough to capture a single beat, which should help Varian compete with other imaging technologies in the cardiovascular field. In addition, the high level of X-ray 2 production at Varian's facility in Salt Lake City likely produces economies of scale for production expenses. While their strengths have been combined with strong revenues, we did also identify some internal weaknesses. X-ray machines are expensive, especially the new digital integrated machines. We did not find evidence for programs through Varian to retrofit and upgrade older devices to the improved digital systems, as is offered by some other companies. As many smaller clinics do not have the funding for frequent equipment upgrades, it could take years before these clinics become customers. While Varian does bring in revenues in its non-medical X-ray lines through the sale of cargo screening purposes, it doesn't really appear that they have been very successful in obtaining government contracts for screening technologies at locations such as airports, large terminal ports. Finally, Varian faces the fact that X-ray market is a mature one, and the opportunities for growth in emerging markets are likely to have a lower profit margin. While Varian would not be able to easily address this last weakness, the other two weaknesses could be converted to strengths by building specific organizational strengths like government grant writing. The X-ray market may be mature, but the range of opportunities available for Varian, including opportunities to tap into increases in needs due to demographic changes, as mentioned before, the baby boomer generation, as well as increase in opportunities to sell products to hospitals and clinics in developing countries, another hot market. At the same time Varian installs its oncology products, it can co-sell its X-ray product line. Varian can also target specific underdeveloped market segments, such as veterinary imaging or smaller practices in need of increased service and training. Many of the threats Varian faces are related to the nature of this market at being highly technologically focused. In addition to competition from X-ray products from other companies, other imaging technologies including PET, MRI, and ultrasounds threaten to encroach on current X-ray applications. Also, changes in guidelines for imaging, such as revised recommendations for mammography, can reduce imaging demand. A major potential source of reduction in demand is the current economic climate, in which clinics may lack the funds for large purchases, and unemployed or underinsured patients may skip medical treatment altogether, especially dental imaging. On the security side of imaging, the rapid rate of increase in screening needs after 9/11 is unlikely to be sustainable. Some of these threats will be difficult to convert to opportunities. However, Varian may want to consider lower cost X-ray imaging systems for use in their less cash flush markets, as well as specifically consider applications that will successfully compete with alternative imaging technologies. The Varian's desired image in the marketplace is to maintain their stance as a leader and an innovator, producing an efficient, reliable equipment. The new Rapid Arc product is expensive. It's a large cost coming in, approximately $400,000, but it does reduce the time of treatment, which over time, if the medical treatment facilities can see more people in the same amount of time, this may end up as a good deal for them. Currently, Varian has about 60% of the global market and slightly more than that in the United States alone. The medical X-ray equipment market in general is driven by the United States and the European markets. The United States has a slight lead over Europe with about 2/5 of the market share. Ideally, Varian would like to continue to expand globally. Already operate in 26 countries. The emerging markets, with that as healthcare is brought into developing nations, is an ideal position for Varian. As the market's changing, it's predicted with a lot of the things that we have already talked about, the growing aging population, and the growth in developing countries, do expect the X-ray market to continue to grow. And as we can see on the slide, about 3.5% is the expected growth over the next 5 years. So as far as the future is concerned for Varian, already located in 26 countries, the healthcare centers that are coming up in the developing nations, specifically the areas around Asia and China, is very well positioning Varian to capture sales in the other markets. The United States economy has caused a reduction in domestic purchases. However, that's likely to change as as the economy changes. That doesn't hold true with the rest of the world, as Varian continues to market globally. So in summary, Varian Medical Systems does hold a majority of the X-ray technology market share. They've been named several times by Business Week as one of the top 50 managed companies in the United States. And from what we've seen with this market analysis, believe that continued global expansion combined with the domestic demand will ensure a profitable future for Varian.